All right, Tim, we're here again. What metal problems do you have for us today?
Well,
shut up, you two. It's time for basketball and gambling on Podcast Them Down.
Podcast Them Down. Hail, Metal Nation. It is I, Tim. It's March Madness. The only time of year when many people start paying attention to college basketball. And I am not one of those people. I will continue to ignore it, but that doesn't mean you can't share in my wisdom and our collective wisdom on filling out your perfect bracket that is guaranteed to win unless there is a conspiracy against us.
Right. And
we got Matt and Doug, of course, and you've heard them both already, and going to share their wisdom, right?
Right, but we should also say from the outside that Podcast Them Down does not condone gambling. However, we also have a 100% effective metal bracket methodology that produced a perfect bracket last year and will produce a perfect bracket again. However, please do not use this for the purposes of gambling. But if you happen to, you will get great rewards.
I have a gambling tip for our listeners.
Nice.
Seriously. This comes from a member of one of my bands. So that's anonymous enough because there's like 800 people. All right.
I know. That's
so what you
is
do.
It Clinton?
No. So what you do is, a lot of these sites give you money to gamble with for free. Like if you sign up, so you sign up, you get $200 to gamble with, right? Mm-hmm. And you can't withdraw it. What you do is you take half of it, you bet on, for example, Maryland to win, and then you take the other half and bet on Maryland to lose. You get $100, you withdraw it, and then you never use the site again.
Well, that's brilliant.
I know, that's what I said.
What? Hold on a minute. We have to pause the episode because I need to go on DraftKings.
Yeah. Not Caesar's Sportsbook?
You don't have to go to some shitty slots barn in the middle of nowhere to place a bet.
No, it's deregulated now, Doug. You can go from the comfort of your own home.
I'm fucking sick of all the gambling ads.
The whole world has turned into Back to the Future too.
Pretty much.
I don't have a problem with the gambling. It's just all the fucking ads. And clearly they're making money hand over fist.
Oh yeah. It's I wonder, I can't wait for the day when gambling establishments buy insurance companies. I mean, they're basically the same thing if you think about it. And so I have DraftKings Collision.
Oh, no.
Luckily my FanDuel's homeowners policy will take care of it.
Jeez.
Got platinum just last week.
Well, let's see what your deductible is. Amazing. Okay, so it's March Madness, as Tim mentioned, and we are using our metal bracket methodology to determine who will win from the 4 geographic directions: the South, the East, the West, and the Midwest, just like on your compass rose. Tim, do you need a refresher how we're doing this? Doug, do you remember? We're not using Metal Dave because we actually have 3 people to do it today.
Let's just go to me last. I'll figure it out as a casual listener.
All right, so we basically look at the matchup and determine what the metal school is or metal team, and then they win. And then we just keep determining through metalness and get our metal bracket. Now, as always, there are 4 loser matches to start off March Madness because people like money and gambling. So there is a play-in for 4 slots. So that is how we're going to begin.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So
but that's not in this bracket.
Don't worry. It is. It's in the bottom. And don't worry about the bracket. I'll do the driving for the bracket. So all you got to do is look at the matchups. I'll take care of this. And then, as usual, we'll post our our metal bracket of steel, wherever it is. That is.
It'll be on podcastthemdown.com.
You can purchase our metal bracket of steel from steelresolve.com for a low price of $40.
I can make that happen.
You can also get that album cover. What is it called? Toadstool.
It was fuck, I forgot. But it's on steelresolve.com.
And every time I'm on steelresolve.com, I am this close to buying it. I have had it in my cart multiple times.
Cobweb. That's what it was.
Cobweb.
I need to I'll install a plugin that'll like email you if you abandon your cart. There you go.
Yes.
Tim, have Chat GPT pulled up so we can get a fourth opinion, the opinion of whole world.
Yeah. Artificially intelligent
collective
opinion.
Wisdom. Yeah.
All right. So our first matchup, the first four, happening tomorrow, or if you're listening to this on the podcast 2 days ago, I ask you, who will win between Texas A&M Corpus Christi versus Southeastern Missouri State? That's right, the long-heralded rivalry between Texas A&M CC and SAMU. Who will win, the Red Hawks or the Islanders?
Okay, I have an angle on this one. You know, the Texas A&M. A in the.
Yep. Okay.
Which or.
Okay, well.
And hang on. Body of Christ. Jesus. So, yeah, them.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's certainly that's certainly a
what's the problem?
A commitment there, Doug.
What does Chat GPT tell me, Tim?
I'm almost there.
Oh man, we gotta do this. Well, I can tell you this, Doug, that Missouri, Southeast Missouri State, or SAMU, has a very cool medallion. There's a person pointing, and there's a shock of wheat. They were founded in 1873. They're the Red Hawks. They were founded as a land grant college. No, they weren't. Sorry, they're just a normal school. That means teaching teachers. They have the honors college. They have business and computing. Those things go together.
This is bullshit.
They have no famous alumni of note, except for astronaut Linda Godwin, who did not get blowed up, but is a regular astronaut. What is your thing, Tim?
Chat beats GPT. I asked it, and it gave me 4 paragraphs, but the end is a cop-out. In terms of which school is more metal, it may depend on factors such as the music scene on campus, the availability of metal-related events and activities, and the preferences of the student body. Ultimately, this decision is subjective and up to individual interpretations.
Oh,
however,
that's not great.
According to ChatGPT,
is not that metal.
No, according to ChatGPT, Texas A&M University Corpus Christi has a student-run radio station that plays various genres of music, including metal, and hosts events featuring local and national bands. Meanwhile, Southeastern Missouri State University hosts various student organizations and clubs, including a heavy metal club. I don't know if either of those are true, but ChatGPT says they are.
I mean, that's enough for me. Winner, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I think it's unanimous. All right, now we have another.
We're doing this, but Podcast Them Down does not condone exploitive economic systems in the real world. We're just talking about it. not an endorsement.
Okay, all right. Okay,
You might
now
buy the products, attend the schools. Well, we don't support it.
no, not at all. All right. So here's our first dilemma. So that was the matchup for the South. Now the matchup for the East is Texas Southern, which is west of, I guess, Corpus Christi technically, but it's in Houston. It's not that far away. So we have the Texas Southern Tigers and Farley Dickinson University, a Sea Grant University, and I don't want to weigh anybody's decision, but when you go down to notable alumni for Farley Dickinson University, the first person, Stephanie Adams, has this as her description: model, writer, and murderer.
Which Adams? How was it spelled? Like Adams Family?
A 1D Adams.
Oh, fuck that.
She was the 1992 November Playboy Playmate of the Month, and
Nice.
she had a very tragic life. We'll just put it like that. Ooh.
All right, what's the soulless, like, post-1960 school of these two?
All right, so Farley Dickinson is in New Jersey. It was founded in 1942. It's a private university. It looks pretty soulless.
And they're the Knights. You didn't say that.
Oh, right, the Knights. They're the Sea Knights, but they also might be the Devils sometimes. Meanwhile, Texas Southern is a Southern Texas University. Their head coach is Johnny Jones, which sounds pretty cool. They're a little less soulless, I would think.
All right, so New Jersey gets my vote.
Okay, FDU.
Mine also, because Knights are more metal than Tigers.
All right, I actually agree with you. FDU is taking it, and FDU is making it on to the East. All right, our next loser matchup, Mississippi State versus Pitt. Mississippi State, of course, a school in Mississippi, the state of Mississippi, in fact. And Pitt is in Pittsburgh. Mississippi State is the Bulldogs, which is fun. Pitt is the something or others, maybe the Pittsburgh Pirates. Who knows?
Is this do they have the Cathedral of Learning? Like Carnegie Mellon.
I think that's Carnegie Mellon. So this is the University of Pittsburgh. Oh no, actually, they do have the Cathedral of Learning at Pitt. You are right there, Doug.
Mississippi is metal as hell. Not always for good reasons. Must be clear about that.
But this is Mississippi State. Just to be clear. Not Mississippi.
Fuck Mississippi.
It's for
Pitt
agriculture and applied science.
Okay,
Matt,
I mean,
given the shirt you're wearing, you like overgrown ag schools.
I like agriculture and applied science. But you know what I also like, Doug? Not having polio. And my man, Jonas Salk, developed the polio vaccine at Pitt. So that is why they are getting my vote.
Coal, steel, natural disasters, and crumbling economy. That's all metal.
All right.
And a campy cathedral building.
Yeah, a campy cathedral. And they also have the Heinz Chapel, in case you want to pray to God with 37 varieties. Or 57? I forget. But
57.
Yeah. Okay, well, sorry, I'm doing a lot of work here. There's like 78 teams to manage. Okay, and our final loser matchup. Ooh, actually, a good one out in the West. Arizona State and Nevada. Arizona State versus Nevada. I have been
It's
to Arizona State. Nevada. Sun Devils, I believe. That's pretty
Both
cool.
Nevada and Arizona are dry and miserable and just awful.
Mm-hmm.
Just awful. So I'm gonna let Chat GPT answer for me.
Nevada. They might be called the Running Rebels.
Oh, Arizona State. It doesn't look like they've updated their logo since. Is this a Southwest post-war college?
This
no,
is
1885.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is a
I have
pretty
my
young
answer.
college.
ChatGPT informs me that Arizona produced bands such as Flotsam and Jetsam, who are classic and fantastic. While I already knew that, but Nevada gave us Five Finger Death Punch. So fuck Nevada.
Wow.
It's all about Arizona and no Nevada.
I mean, that's a pretty solid reasoning.
Well, fuck you, Tim, because you got to respect the regionalism of Nevada.
All right,
so Nevada gets mine.
How
Doug's
is,
making the
but how is Arizona less regional than Nevada?
Because
If
you
you
have to
lived in
say the name Nevada in a certain way, or people
I'm
know
saying
you're an
Nevada
asshole.
correctly.
You're stepping on one side of a line anytime you speak. That's pretty metal.
and and honestly, Tim, if you lived in Southern California like Doug does, you would know the difference.
How to say Nevada?
between the two.
How to say Nevada?
Hey,
Tim,
and fuck you. I live in the valley. I live in the central
Sorry.
valley.
Yeah,
Central
it's
Valley.
like
Okay.
it's like all those movies or late night shows in particular where they just assume you know the entire geography of LA.
It's like Saved by the Bell.
Yep. And then did they ever go to Nevada and Saved by the Bell?
They did, because that's where Zach and Kelly got married, if you remember.
That's right. The wedding was in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah. And I believe Mike Golick showed up, or whatever. He's the loser Golick, but whatever which one he was, I think he was there after the college
We're never
years.
gonna get through this.
This is gonna be 8 episodes. All right, Doug. Even though you're right about Tim, you're wrong about his pick. ASU making it through in the West. All right, now we can actually fucking begin picking. All right. So here we go. Alabama. We're starting in the South, where everything begins. Alabama versus our winners, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Crimson Tide, Roll Tide, Alabama, space industry.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my angle.
Space.
Wait, which
Space
is
industry. It's all rockets.
Are they the basketball team? Possibly. It is asserted to be complicit with murder.
Possibly.
Yeah,
they are.
I'm going Alabama just because of the Saturn program. Or was that Apollo?
Yeah. Apollo, but yeah.
Whatever. I mean, it's not like they shut down afterwards.
Yeah, they kept going.
They're still blowing shit up.
Ooh. Hey, look, Doug Jones went there. Not the guy on Star Trek, but the senator.
That sounds made up.
Yeah,
I can't support the Crimson Tide.
All right.
Corpus Christi is my vote.
Well, luckily, Wikipedia, impartial Wikipedia, is telling me to pick Alabama because co-founder of Wikipedia, Jimmy Wales, went to Alabama. So I'm afraid Alabama's making it because Alabama's making it. All right, next easy pick. We have the University of Maryland, number
Maryland.
8 seed, versus West Virginia, a bunch of drunken jerks who live in the mountains.
My vote, West Virginia.
All right. Well,
Maryland.
luckily, I will also vote for Maryland. That was easy. Oh, getting close now. San Diego State, 5 seed versus Charleston, a 12 seed.
Charleston, what? West Virginia?
Well, clearly not Charleston, West Virginia. Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, fuck them. San Diego State.
Wait. On closer inspection, it might be Charleston in West Virginia.
All right, Charleston it is.
All right.
Let's keep moving.
I agree,
Well,
Charleston.
Hold on. I don't know which Charleston it is. Wait,
Doesn't
you're going to
matter.
just...
So if it's West
Hold.
Virginia, then Charleston. If it's South Carolina, then San Diego State.
Okay, so...
You made a statement. Just stand behind it.
Well, okay, so it's San Diego State because it is the Charleston from Charleston, South Carolina. They're Cougars. But there is a Charleston in Charleston, West Virginia. This is very frustrating.
There's
All
also
right.
a Charlestown in West
Oh, my
Virginia.
God. Yeah, I know. I fucking... goddamn West Virginia. All right, Virginia.
Hey, wait, real quick. You know, Maryland has Frederick, Maryland and Prince Frederick, Maryland.
And
They are not next to each other.
They're not next to each other at all. Isn't there a Fredericton, too?
Probably. There is a New
All right.
Brunswick.
Okay, so we have another South Carolina university.
Shout out to our New Brunswick listeners.
Number 13, Furman University. Originally founded as Furman Academy and Theological Institution in 1826. Versus the University of Virginia, founded by our man Tommy J. Beautiful Charlottesville, Virginia. They just finished their spring break, apparently.
What denomination was Furman?
Furman is, let's see, an Annapolis. It's a South Carolina Baptist convention.
Oh, I got my answer. Furman.
Southern Baptist there.
Furman is a brand of a widely used power conditioner in the audio community.
Ooh.
However, they're severely overpriced, in my opinion, for what you get. So, Virginia.
So, Furman is also the Paladins, which I believe is metaler
That's
than
metal.
a Cavalier.
Cavalier, like the the adjective.
No. Like, does that mean they're royalists, I guess?
Yeah, Furman gets my vote.
Okay, so one Furman, one UVA. I'm gonna go Virginia, just because I don't want to keep saying Furman. All right, so this was an old favorite from last year, Crichton, because I believe they're like an angry Blue Jay or something. We talked about Crichton a lot. They're the Jays. We had them going all the way last time. I'm pretty sure. And they are up against a known basketball nobody, NC North Carolina State, the Wolf Pack.
Well, I've never heard of them, but I have heard of Crichton, so Crichton gets my vote.
Tim?
How about you go?
Well, Crichton is the favorite here, and I remember we really liked their angry Blue Jay. For some reason, we talked a lot about it last year, so I'm actually going to go with Crichton. Fuck you, NC State. All right, next up, we have number 3, Baylor, and number...
I hardly knew her.
I like that. And UC Santa Barbara. I know that's where Doug's heart
going.
is.
Doug's voting for that one.
No, unfortunately, Baylor gets my vote.
Baylor, really? I am actually gonna say you're trying too hard to throw us off your scent, Doug. So I'm gonna cast your true vote of UC Santa Barbara.
Hold on, they're not the. Oh, that's Santa Cruz. It's the Banana Slugs.
That is true. They are not,
I would have voted for banana slugs.
but they are the Gauchos. And their mascot has a cool gaucho hat. I mean, what's so bad about that?
Santa Barbara is a beautiful place.
I'm going to go UC Santa Barbara because Baylor proudly says that they're Baptist and private and they're in Waco. That's
Nothing
3 strikes.
Nothing like knocking out Baylor in the first round. I'm sure that'll happen. All right. So next we have the University of Missouri. And they are going up against Utah State. Utah State.
I'll be deep in the cold, cold ground before I recognize Missouri.
All right. So no Mizzou for you. They're Tigers, by the way. You know
Utah
what?
State?
I think
The
we
Sister
liked.
Wives?
I think we liked Creighton last time because they weren't a Wildcat. I think that's what was going on. So Utah State is uncreatively the Aggies, but they have like a big blue ox kind of thing, like statue.
Can I choose Baylor to win this one?
No, you got to pick between Mizzou and Utah State.
Well, I do like that the Mormons went to war several times over nothing.
It was founded in 1888. It was probably founded in Deseret here. It was Utah territory, so it could have been.
Missouri gets my vote.
After founding a few agricultural schools in his native Denmark, Anton H. Lund of the Utah Territorial Legislature decided that there existed in the Utah Territory a need for such a school.
Yep,
Wow.
I'll go with Utah.
All right. I'm going to go with Missouri here. And finally, 2 great Southern schools, the University of Arizona and Princeton.
Princeton, bunch of fucking rich nerds. Arizona.
All right. Doug?
It's Arizona, unfortunately.
All right. And I'm also going with Arizona. All right. Now, we have a choice here. Last time, we went like on both sides of the bracket all the way around, which we could do, or we could just finish up the matchups and get to the final 4 and then decide which is better for you two. I actually think this way is better, so we actually remember who the fuck we're talking about in like a recent time, rather than coming back like 80 minutes later to try and figure out who the hell Creighton is. All right. So
I stopped listening like 30 seconds ago, so I just do what Chat GPT says.
All right. Well, I agree with Matt. Oh, well, listen to that. Okay, Chat GPT. Okay, so now we're in our second round. We'll just stay in the South. We'll fill out the South until we get to the final 4. Much easier that way. All right, Alabama, Maryland.
Alabama.
Oh, Maryland.
And don't make me decide.
Oh, it's the 1 seed versus an 8. Tim, now, Alabama might be roll tide, but a lot of people around the old university these days are saying roll terps, which I think is incredible.
Oh, I like how they appropriated their thing to mock them. Yeah, Maryland.
Yeah. All right. Woo! Okay, San Diego State, UVA.
Well, UVA is bad for your skin.
That's right. Almost as bad as UVB.
Who's San Diego State's mascot again?
San Diego State is the, let's just say the Warhawks. I don't think that's what they really are. Well, San Diego State is the Aztecs. Holy shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that one.
Fuck yeah. Okay, fucking Aztecs. Take that, Cavaliers. All right, Creighton Blue Jays. UCSB.
Who the fuck are the Creighton again?
They're that team we liked last year.
Favorite team.
Yeah. Oh, Creighton.
Yeah.
Creighton.
Get with the program, Tim.
But they're against the UCSB Gauchos. I have to pick the Gauchos.
Still Creighton.
All right, Doug.
Gauchos. Goodbye,
All right,
Brighton.
UCSB survives. I can't wait for our Aztec versus Gauchos matchup. All right, and finally, Mizzou, which I believe is some kind of bear. Tigers, of course, versus the University of Arizona basketball teams.
Do you want me to look these up since you do?
No, I kind of like juggling all this. They are your favorite team name, Tim. They are the Wildcats. So one,
Who are we? The Wildcats.
the Wildcats.
Who are we gonna beat? The Wildcats.
I now remember that a lot of our last year's bracket was purely picked to have Wildcat versus Wildcat matchups. All right, Mizzou Tigers, Arizona Wildcats.
Mascots Wilma Wildcat and Wilbur Wildcat.
Oh, Wilbur.
I think Tigers are worse than Wildcats at this point.
Oh, they're apparently... Wait, hold on. Breaking news. In 1915, this is talking about the University of Arizona in Tucson, the school's first mascot, a live desert bobcat named Tom Easter, was brought to campus.
That beats that taxidermy turtle.
Yeah. Hey!
It's them Hopkins boys that kept it.
I'm gonna say, all right, so Doug said Missouri. I'm gonna say Arizona.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna... What did Doug say?
He said Mizzou.
I like how they completely bastardized the spelling of their own state. They're clearly ashamed of it.
Even they don't care.
And they're the Tigers. So let's go Mizzou. I'm aiming for Tigers now.
All right. Okay. Now we have the Maryland Terrapins versus the San Diego State Aztecas.
Aztecas.
Oh, this is an 8 seed versus a 5 seed. So this is a pretty good matchup. I still have to say Maryland because I don't have an Aztecas shirt on.
I know what the angry Maryland turtle looks like, but I don't know what the
with the San Diego State Azteca.
So, fun fact: you don't need to be an alumni of Maryland to join their alumni association. So I used to go there to use the gym, and the one free lot.
Wow.
Would put you right by the horse stables and remind me every day what Maryland is, which is an overgrown ag school.
Oh my God. That was a Dave level personal story just there.
Maryland.
Wow.
They want me to renew.
All right, Maryland's going to the Elite Eight. UCSB Gauchos, Mizzou Tigers. I mean, I'm Team Gaucho.
Versus the Tigers?
Versus the Tigers.
Well, there's no hope of Tigers at this point.
Well, there still is if they get to the final
four.
No,
I mean in this
Oh, in the South
Division Conference, whatever.
Yeah.
Gauchos.
Oof. Gauchos versus.
Are you really going to support Towson?
They're Tigers. So wait, if you support one Tiger school, you support all Tiger schools?
Yeah, that reductionism is perfectly appropriate in
by
this
that
context.
logic. By that logic, Doug is a huge Detroit fan. You should be supporting them. All right, Elite Eight. Who's going to the Final Four? Maryland or UC Santa Barbara?
Oh, it's going to be Maryland because. How the hell did UC Santa Barbara get so far?
How the hell did UC Santa Barbara get so far? All right. Now we have to wait because we have successfully filled out the South. Maryland is advancing through the South to make it to the Final Four. Which cardinal direction do you want next, Tim? The East, the West, or the Midwest?
Let's do East.
All right, the East. Okay.
Wait, why is Montana in here?
Shut up. I mean, next you're gonna question why NC State is in the South. Well, I guess they're in the South. Anyway, okay. Purdue versus our old favorite school. Was it Freighton Dermont? I don't even remember what they're called. Farley Dickinson University in Madison, New Jersey, versus Purdue, which I believe is on the eastern shore of Maryland. Lots of chickens.
Oh, I was gonna make a chicken joke. Is it really them?
No. They're in Indiana. They're the Boilermakers.
Oh, that's right. We talked about Boilermakers for quite a while. I'm going Purdue.
Purdue. Do you have any love in your heart for Farley Dickinson there, Doug?
Not anymore. It's Purdue.
It's Purdue. All right, Purdue it is. You're right. Next, we have Memphis versus FARAU, which is Florida Atlantic University, an agricultural school, another Sea Grant school in Boca Raton, founded in 1961. They are the
they get
Owls.
my vote. I'm done.
They're the Owls versus Memphis, which is just they're Tigers, Tim, but they're in Tennessee, obviously.
Oh, Florida's a shithole.
Tigers.
I wouldn't vote for this even if they were the Tigers. So Memphis.
All right. Well, there is a picture on the Florida Atlantic University of LBJ wearing a mortarboard, so that's enough for me. FAU advances. Next, all right, this is going to be hard.
I need to amend my previous statement. The vast majority of Florida is a shithole. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, Boca Raton is not in the great part, just for the record. All right, now we have the power of the Lord versus the power of Satan. We have Oral Roberts University from Tulsa, Oklahoma, a private evangelical university, versus the Duke Blue Devils.
Blue Devils.
I hate supporting Duke, but it is the Blue Devils.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's Duke. Okay, next we have Tennessee versus Louisiana. Tennessee is the Volunteers. Last time we talked a lot about what they were volunteering for. What
were they volunteering for, Matt?
Well, you know what? Let's just move on and consider the equally potentially problematic Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana. I'm not sure what they're raging about. In 1973, Louisiana, then known as Southwestern Louisiana, became only the second school to receive the so-called death penalty from the NCAA. The basketball team was found guilty of over 120 violations. Most of them involved small cash payments to players, letting players borrow coaches and boosters' cars, letting players use university credit cards to buy gas and clothing and other objects. Wow. The most severe violation was massive academic fraud. Whew.
Which one was this?
This is the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana in Lafayette. They play at the Cajun Drome.
I don't know. I don't get a lot of rage from volunteering for stuff.
Yeah.
And rage is pretty metal. So I'm going the corrupt Ragin' Cajuns and their scandals.
I mean, I wasn't going to vote for them, but I have this envelope right here, which tells me I'm actually going for the Ragin' Cajuns as well.
I'm going for Tennessee. There's nothing more metal than a lost cause.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
There Doug goes, assuming the glorious burden. All right.
Someone had to.
Moving right along, we have Kentucky versus Providence. I'm assuming that is in Rhode Island and not in heaven. Now, these are two favorites because Providence is the Friars that we were really into, and Kentucky, of course, is the what? The Wildcats.
Wildcats. Tigers. No, I'm all about Tigers this year, not the Wildcats.
Okay, you're a Tigers guy. Yeah, like Friar Tuck.
It's the Friars.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember liking their logo a lot. Let me pull it up here. Yes.
Yeah, that's
I like
pretty
it. He's
fucking
got a
metal.
stern look upon his face.
Like, they are so close to being the Providence executioners. Like, they just need to move his hood a little bit down.
Yep.
Providence it is. Kansas State versus Montana State. Another great Eastern matchup. So Kansas State is some... Hey, they're also a Wildcat. Although I know you're not a fan. And Montana State is probably some kind of bison. Oh, they're a Bobcat. Even worse.
What? That is even worse. Wildcats.
Wildcats. So Kansas. I'm going to go with Montana Bobcats just because their Bobcat's ear is really pointy in this logo. And their head coach is Danny Sprinkle. And I feel like when your name is Danny Sprinkle, you could use a win.
Yeah, I'm going with Montana.
All right. Woo! See, this is going much quicker now. All right, Michigan State Trojans versus the USC. And it's always a problem which USC it is. But the USC is the Eastern one, right? So it's the Trojan. Wait, is this a Trojan matchup?
It's Trojans.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is a Trojan matchup. Which is the superior Trojan?
Michigan's a much more battle state, so Michigan.
Michigan's seed is also more metal because 7 is prime and 10 is not.
Yeah, no, Tim's right. Doug's right. Michigan State, superior Trojan. And last we have Marquette, which I believe is some sort of like, I don't know, like, what's that? Bob White? Like that little bird that like runs around in the underbrush. But they're actually a golden eagle. Marquette out in Wisconsin versus Vermont. And I'm pretty sure the University of Vermont had some corruption related to Bernie Sanders' wife. Oh, that might have been a different. That's Vermont College, not Vermont University. All right, my mistake. So Vermont University of Vermont, and they are the something or others. Let's see. They are the Catamounts. Oh, didn't we try and figure out what the fuck a catamount is last time? Long story short, it's some kind of damn wildcat.
Oh, it is. I like that they went for the action pose of the this wildcat.
Yeah, I mean that is a pretty good wildcat.
Striking through the V, but it also comes off kind of high schoolish. Like we
got
our most talented senior to design this.
Yeah. Vermont Catamounts, Marquette Golden Eagles. Neither very creative.
There's more songs about eagles, metal songs about eagles than whatever the fuck the Golden Eagles.
Okay, Marquette it is.
I'll go Marquette.
And Marquette is more fun to spell. All right, now here we go. Purdue Boilermakers versus the Florida Atlantic University something or others. Like the Sea Demons.
Purdue.
Florida Atlantic.
They are the Owls, and they have a pretty dope owl mascot, but a pretty silly logo. And sadly, it's Purdue here. Duke, Louisiana, Devils versus Ragin' Cajuns.
Duke.
Also Duke.
I just like saying the word Duke. Providence Friars, Montana Bobcats, Montana State Bobcats.
Oh,
The
Friars.
Friars. This happened last time. All right, Michigan State Trojans, Marquette Golden Eagles.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
An eagle could claw a Trojan pretty easily, so I'm going Marquetti.
Well, I'm going to go the opposite logic and say an eagle is going to hurt its poor little claws on that helmet he wears. And also, I believe a Trojan wears the eagle feathers in that like fluffy thing.
Yeah, but he might have just like found a dead one.
I probably did find a dead one. But still, I'm going Michigan State, which means Doug is the decider.
It's Michigan.
Wow. Okay, now Purdue, Duke. This is an actual game that will probably happen.
Why do you have so
That's why
little
we're here, Matt.
confidence?
Well, I mean, of course. I mean, these are all games that will happen, but you know.
I don't want to cover this thing in more Duke than it's already covered in, so I'm going chickens.
I say there's never too much Duke.
There's nothing more metal than dead birds.
So even though they're clearly not those Purdue wins the day. Unless I totally misunderstood what Doug was saying.
Does the rest of the country and Metal Nation know that there's a very strong chicken industry in the eastern part of Maryland?
You know, I always thought
And the biggest company
Purdue,
there is Purdue. So when we see Purdue, we think chicken.
like Frank Purdue is that like a national thing or is that just a regional thing? I'm just realizing.
Who knows?
I think it's national.
Okay, well, let's just say
I used to
was.
live near a Purdue plant, and it brings back fond memories of foul smells.
All right, if Metal Nation,
Yeah,
if
please
you're
let
so
us
inclined, let us know where you are located and whether you've heard of Purdue chickens and whether you knew they came from Maryland and Delaware.
Here's a fun fact, Doug. Frank Purdue credited his success as because he dropped out of Salisbury University at the age of 19.
That's probably a good decision, though.
I mean, okay, and our last Providence Friars, Michigan State Trojans. A Trojan could definitely kill a Friar.
Yeah.
Well,
It's the
I think it would
Trojans.
depend, because, well, now that my vote is moot, you know, if you're playing like Age of Empires, a Friar would be like your healer, right?
Okay, that's true.
But he could also like convert the enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
like
I think it would depend.
Buy this conquer.
So I'm gonna cast my useless vote for Providence.
Okay, well you gave up a good fight. And then finally go into the Final Four to face Maryland. We have Purdue versus Michigan.
What's the real Purdue's mascot again?
Purdue is a Boilermaker.
That's right.
Michigan. Purdue is the number 1 seed. Michigan State is a number 7 seed, if that helps.
No, because it's Michigan.
Okay.
I'm going Purdue.
Fuck. I want to see Maryland win, so congratulations, Michigan. It's a Big Ten matchup within the Final Four. And we are going to leave that there. We will come back. We will think on Maryland versus Michigan State and move on to our next cardinal direction, the Midwest. And are you ready?
Wait a minute.
What?
How is Pitt on here again?
How is Pitt? Oh, because that's the play-in. Remember, we had those loser
That's
play-ins?
right. Yeah. Okay, fair.
Yeah. All right. We have Houston versus...
Houston.
Sorry,
You
Houston.
put too much H in there. Sorry. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Utah
Houston.
Street. Houston. The Cougars versus North Kentucky.
Where is North Kentucky? Because isn't like Louisville in northern Kentucky? And if you drive north from Louisville, aren't you in?
Okay,
Or is it like
in
a couple hours away?
It is in Highland Heights. Okay, so imagine Kentucky.
That sounds like a development, like an apartment complex. Oh, where do you live? Oh, Highland Heights. Yeah. Did they ever fix the plumbing issue in Highland Heights?
All right. So imagine Kentucky.
Okay.
And imagine the sticky
Smeared
outy
turd.
part.
I'm picturing the smeared turd of Kentucky.
But you know how it has like some sticky outy parts towards the north?
Yeah, that sadly for them jut into Ohio.
Right. The northernmost sticky outy point is Highland Heights.
Oh, okay.
And all right, this might be a game changer, but they are the North Kentucky Norse.
Oh. What's
now, they
Houston's?
Houston is the Cougars.
Oh, fuck that. I mean, as unwise as it is to knock out the first seed, there's going to be a major upset, and North Kentucky Norse are going to win.
Now, North Kentucky has made the Final Four before. In fact, twice. In 1996 and 1997.
Sounds to me like they're overdue.
And they're on their way back, because I, too, am voting for North Kentucky. The Norse will plow through those poor animals.
Just to provide a counter narrative, Houston.
And Houston. Oh, also, we're
Houston?
going to...
Named for Sam
Houston,
the first president of Texas.
All right. Also, for Doug's sake, maybe it's a good thing that we won't be saying Houston anymore and upsetting him. All right. Now we have Auburn Tigers versus Iowa Hawkeyes.
Oh, Tigers.
I got to say Hawkeyes just because I
gotta go Tigers.
Oh, you just got the shit stomped out of you, just like Auburn, because it's the Hawkeyes. Okay, we have the University of Miami, Florida, versus a Canadian rapper named Drake. Miami.
Is the other Miami in here?
I don't know, but they just, on my bracket at least, they put Miami, Florida. Shit, when you put Drake into Google, it just gives you Drake the rapper. They are the Drake Bulldogs. Drake is in...
What? How are they not the Drakes? Fucking dragon creatures? Fuck yeah.
Or the Ducks, the Drakes.
No, they could have gone so much more metal than a bulldog. Fuck them. Miami.
So if they had a Tolkien mythological character, they'd be all in for you. So are you going?
I don't even care who Miami's mascot is.
Wait, I'm sorry. The Hurricanes. To pronounce it like Doug prefers.
The Hurricanes.
Doug.
Although I just real quick, an hurricane would blow away a Drake,
and a bulldog.
It's Miami.
All right, Miami, Florida. Next, we have the Indiana. Are they the Hoosiers? Whatever the fuck they are, the Hoosiers, probably. Whatever the fuck a Hoosier is, versus the Kent State Guardsmen. The Golden Flashes. They're the Golden Flashes.
Golden Flashes? That sounds like a medical condition.
But the Golden Flash appears to be some kind of bird. An
angry bird. Oh, they just bought some discount Chargers logos and threw a bird on the end of it.
Yeah, it's like they had both a high school bird mascot and some Chargers logos, and they just said, we can put them together and create a whole new thing. They're from Kent, Ohio.
Boo.
Yeah, not that great.
I'm going to stand up for Ohio here in general and Kent. It's Kent.
Well, wow. I mean, Ohio sucks, but so does Indiana. So
yeah,
I'm going to transgress and say Indiana.
You know what? Tim is right. Indiana sucks. And in fact, it sucks more than Ohio. It's Kent State here.
You did the fake out.
Did the fake out. All right. So now we have Pitt, who struggled their way in, versus the Iowa State Cyclones. Will the
we need a
University of
Cyclones
Pittsburgh-
Hurricanes matchup.
Oh
That's what
my
we need.
God. Well, there's only one way that happens, and that is how Iowa State is my choice.
Yeah, it's Iowa.
I hate
Go.
Pitt's. I hate Pitt's like frilly little fancy little what would you script for their logo?
Oh yeah, like it's
Oh,
too.
we're Pitt. They might as well be the Pitt silly nannies, you know.
I mean, if they were the Pitt Silly Nannies, I would be picking them, but they're not. Iowa State Cyclones demolish the Cathedral of Learning or whatever it is, reducing that poor industrial town to rubble by the Allegheny River. Too much? Is that too much?
No,
I don't know.
No. I don't think it's not too much enough.
Okay,
Beautiful
everyone.
town full of nice people.
I mean-
but
If I can remind you, we started this with Jesus. So
That's the bar.
that's
Just-
if you go past that, then it's too much.
Just Jesus's body, for the record.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Moving along, we have the Xavier Musketeers, or as Doug would prefer me to say, the Xavier Musketeers, versus the Kennesaw State Owls. Kennesaw
owls.
State
Where's-
from Kennesaw, Georgia. Xavier from Ohio, Cincinnati.
Well, I do like the big
Xavier.
old X in Xavier, so I'm going
Mhm.
Xavier just like Doug.
It is pretty dope. All right. Next, we have Doug's alma mater, Texas A&M, versus Tim's alma mater, Penn State. Only one of you will have a rooting interest in this tournament after this.
Well, the ATM thing doesn't work without Corpus Christi at the end of it. So Penn State.
Okay.
I can't support either of these schools. I abstain.
Oh my God. All right. Well, you know what?
Oh no! Are we asking the Dave Coin?
We might have to ask Dave, because I officially have a lot of friends and well-wishers who belong to Texas A&M. So I can't find real Dave, but I have this metal plate. And the
Wait, which is
answer-
heads?
So this is heads. This is Texas A&M, and this is tails, Penn State, and the winner is Penn State.
Hooray!
Wow. Sorry, Texas A&M. It's a big upset. But maybe Texas will get more chance. The alma mater of George W. Bush, Texas, who famously used the metal horns, versus everyone's favorite toothpaste university, Colgate.
I gotta go metal horns.
It's the Longhorns versus the Raiders.
Yeah, the metal horns.
All right.
Hamilton, New York. So they just like when is the Raiders like when we sacked Toronto? Is that what
Yeah,
it's about?
no, I think they must be.
Oh, it's the 1812 Raiders.
Yeah. I mean, their head coach is a Matt, and I'm rooting for everybody Matt. So I got to go with Colgate, and I like my pearly whites.
Yeah, it's Colgate.
That's a huge
Wow.
upset. That's ridiculous. All right, Colgate upsetting Texas. Incredible. All right, North Kentucky versus the Hawkeyes. If you need a refresher, North Kentucky was the totally fucking rad Norsemen of
Give me the
North
Norsemen.
Kentucky. I gotta go Iowa here.
Yeah, it's Iowa.
Wow. Bam. Okay. Uh, uh, all right. We're still alive. The Hurricanes versus the Kent State. What are they? The blue
I
biscuits?
just noticed that your name is Dr. Sports. How long has it been there?
Only the whole time. All right, so it's
Proceed,
the
doctor.
Hurricanes, the Hurricanes versus the Golden Flashes.
Hurricanes.
Got to be the Hurricanes. Golden Flashes have no choice. Do you want your protest vote, Doug?
No, I abstain.
Oh, I forgot that Doug starts abstaining about halfway through this. All right, we have
going
Iowa.
on in the world, Matt.
This is just too busy. Iowa State Cyclones versus the Xavier. What are they?
Cyclones!
Oh, wow. The Musketeers. Would a Cyclone beat a Musketeer?
Yes.
That's a Musketeer.
Wow. Cyclones it is. Penn State. What are they? Nittany Lions or something?
Something like that.
Something like that versus the
That's what they
Colgate.
say.
Colgate Raiders. Colgate Raiders. I don't even know what that means.
So Penn State has a creamery on campus, and they make their own ice cream. The most amazing ice cream I have ever had, and we all know that's bad for your teeth.
Yeah, that sounds like something bad for your teeth.
And you know, Colgate's not going to be able to stand up to the massive damage that Penn State's ice cream is going to cause dentally. So Penn State.
And you said Colgate, right, Doug?
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna have to go Colgate. Okay, Penn State out of it. Now we have Iowa Hawkeyes, Miami Hurricanes. I don't know what a Hawkeye is, but it can't stand up to a hurricane.
That's right, Hurricanes.
Hurricane, woo!
Cyclones.
Iowa State Cyclone versus the Colgate Teeth.
Cyclones.
It's gotta be Cyclones.
Colgate teeth.
I only support one weather event in a tournament. It's the Colgate.
Well, too bad, Doug. All right, who is gonna make it to the Final Four? The 5th seed Miami Hurricanes or the 6th seed Iowa State Cyclones? It's a windstorm. Who could have foreseen it?
This matchup blows. I abstain. Go ahead.
What? You can't abstain.
That's Miami.
Wow. Okay, you know what? I am also going to abstain, meaning that it is Miami. Wow. All right. So now we have 3 of the Final Four: Maryland, Miami, Michigan. Who will join them as we move to the West? All right. Kansas, Rock, Chalk,
Where's Gazanga?
Gonzaga's there. Don't worry.
Gazanga.
Gonzaga is in the West versus your Pride of DC, Howard Bisons in the West for some reason.
Bisons? That's
Howard
weird.
Bisons.
It's
That's
Howard.
like a whole.
What's Kansas's thing?
Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
I got angrier as you said that. Fuck them. Howard all the way.
It is Howard all the way in a stunning and incredible
This
upset.
is going to be an exciting one.
Man, I cannot wait. Now,
wait, I got to look this up. Rock Chalk.
and chalk chalk is spelled the way you think.
I hate this.
Yeah.
And the fucking thing looks dorky, and they stole the Kentucky University font. Everything about this is dumb.
All right. Now, this was a favorite last year, but we have the Arkansas Razorbacks, which is a giant fucking hog, versus the Illinois Fighting Illini. The Illini.
Oh, that's right. They were there last year too.
They were there last year too. The Illinois, now if they were the Illinois, I would be all in.
Wait, are they? Is it a native tribe?
I don't think so. I think it's just like whatever.
I think we looked
Just
this
a
up.
bunch of
I think it's just
belligerent
whatever.
Midwesterners.
It's whatever Illinois is.
Their guard's name is Matthew Mayer.
Oh, this is hard because I'm rooting for everybody, Matt. But I think it's really just. I mean, well, so it is the Illinois like Confederacy, made up of 12 to 13 tribes who lived in the Mississippi River Valley. But it seems like an appropriated name. But so is Illinois. The football program also used the terms "our men, orange and blue, and Indians."
It's the Razorbacks.
Yeah,
I agree. That pig looks fucking angry.
Razorbacks. All right, now we have Virginia Commonwealth University, which is the Rams. And against them, we have the St. Mary's Gales.
Is that our St. Mary's?
No. This is St. Mary's in California. In Moraga.
The Gales like a wind?
No, Gales like Irish people.
Oh, well, that's also metal. Yeah, I'll go St. Mary's.
St. Mary's is due west of San Francisco, but east of Pacific. If that helps you, Doug.
I hate to root for Virginia, but it's Virginia.
It's Richmond.
Richmond's a beautiful city.
All right, well, there we go.
What part?
Their team, they're not like the Grays or anything, are they?
No, they're the Rams. They're the Rams, the Richmond
Okay,
VCU Rams. Yeah, I wish they were like the what are those tobacco barrels called? The hogsheads? Now, that would be incredible.
I just saw the next one.
Yeah, now we missed a huge opportunity because we also have the Iona Gales versus the Yukon Huskies.
Gales. Iona. I know the chance is gone for Gales versus Gales.
Uh-huh.
But still, Iona Gales.
Okay, so Iona Gales. Sounds
Gales
like
isn't a slur.
No, well, it might be a slur. But they're in New Rochelle, your favorite part of Westchester.
Their mascot is Killian.
Wait, what?
That's what it says.
What the hell does that mean? Killian?
Like, that's his name. That's his name.
Who's Killian?
Well, there's no pictures.
What the fuck?
It's just some guy.
Killian Iona Gales. Who's Killian? Oh my god.
Oh, did you find one?
Okay. Imagine a leprechaun mascot, but give him a red outfit instead of a green one. And that's Killian.
Oh, they bought a discount Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's just like the fighting Irish guy.
Yeah.
Wait, and where is the school?
This is in Westchester, New York, New Rochelle.
Okay, so
versus Yukon.
Was it founded by Irish people? That makes the difference to me.
Let's see. It was founded in 1940, a congregation of Christian Brothers, Catholic University. It was, I believe, founded by 3 Irish Christian brothers. Negotiated the parcel of land, 18 acres. They bought it from a Protestant. So they are Irish people, apparently, Catholic Irish people, in fact.
We won't ask where the Protestants got that land, but
from Lyon and Chayton. It's the Gales. So you both picked Gales. I was gonna go Yukon, but Gales it is. All right. So now we have Texas Christian University versus the ASU, which I believe is the something or others. Wait. Oh, yeah, this is Arizona State. These are the guys we picked, the Sun Devils. So this is this is actually appropriate. It's the Christian the Texas Christians versus the Sun Devils of Arizona State.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with the Horned Frogs
oh
of
no,
TCU.
because that's equally satanic.
Mm-hmm. They're horned. They're frogs.
They're frogs.
Potentially psychedelic.
All right. Yeah, they got sticky tongues. Okay.
Yeah, it's Texas Christian.
Wow. Again, in protest pick Arizona State, but I guess not. Now it's Doug's favorite Gonzaga University from the Bulldogs.
Oh, fuck, man.
A Philadelphia. Oh no, sorry. This is the Spokane. I always get those two confused. This is in Spokane, Washington. Gonzaga versus Grand Canyon University in Phoenix.
Hey guys, should we come up with a mascot that is like meaningful? No, just call them the fucking Bulldogs.
All right, you'll like this, Tim. Grand Canyon University is a Southern Baptist university, and their nickname is the Antelopes. But because that's too many syllables, they're called the Lopes.
I like it because it's awkward.
Their logo is a saguaro cactus in the shadow of the cross.
And they're for profit.
And they're for profit.
Oh, these are all like,
there's a lot to like here.
Symbolism and their little logo on the score, like the latest scores, it looks like the deer crossing sign you'd see.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
A leaping antelope. I'm going with antelope. It's gonna gore the fuck out of the bulldog.
The bulldog. I can't in good conscience go against Gonzaga. Also because I like saying Gonzaga.
It's Grand Canyon.
Wow, that is incredible. Man, that's gonna bust a lot of brackets out there. A lot of dummies who don't know sports like we do have made a lot of mistakes. They're gonna be crying all March. All right. Next we have the Boise State Broncos versus the Northwestern
Wildcats.
Yes, perfect.
That's the Broncos.
The Broncos. I'm gonna say the Wildcats.
Shit. I like the how they stylize the N in Northwestern. It's unlike anything else. It's very unique. So let me say, let me have a look at Boise Street here and see if they did anything equally impressive. Oh, they just got a fucking horse. I gotta go with Northwestern.
Wow. All right. Northwestern advances. And now for our last first round matchup, we have the UCLA Bruins versus the University of North Carolina at Asheville Bulldogs.
Oh, fuck. Well, I was all ready to shit all over UCLA because I know Doug likes them. But they also got the same guy who wrote Pitt to write UCLA.
They did.
Yeah, I'm going Bruins just because the Bulldogs is dumb. Also, the Bruins are the second seed. I feel like I should pay attention to that sometimes.
Yeah, it's the Bruins.
It is the Bruins. And even if it wasn't, it would be, for this Wikipedia entry, a photograph of Kirchhoff Hall with the caption, "The front lawn of UCLA's Kirchhoff Hall as seen during the orientation scene in Legally Blonde." UCLA. All right. Howard Bison's. This is a heavy mammal matchup. Howard Bison's Arkansas Razorbacks.
Nah, the Bison's gonna stampede and trample the Razorbacks.
Oh, okay. What do you say, Doug?
If we were going strictly on animals, I think a razorback could mess. Now it's the bison.
Bison's it is. Howard advances. VCU Rams, Iona Gales. You know, a Ram Irish person matchup, pretty common.
I'm going with the Gales.
All right. I will go with the Rams.
Oh fuck. I would like to see an East Coast showdown in the Western Conference of VCU.
Well, you know, either way, because if you remember, isn't Iona
where's
like
Iona?
in West? Were they in Westchester or something?
Oh, that's right. Well,
VCU it is.
I'm sticking with VCU.
All right, now we have the Christians versus the Christians. Never happened before. TCU. TCU versus Grand Canyon.
All right, that's Horned Frogs.
Horned Frogs
versus I already forgot. Oh yeah, the
antelopes, the lopes.
Hmm.
I would like to say that Grand Canyon's University is like their logo is generic collegiate font, like no creativity at all. I feel like say what you will for TCU, because they're also generic collegiate font.
Like it doesn't
purple.
Matter. It's it's like John Jackson versus Jack Johnson.
But I would the crests of the two universities. We described Grand Canyon's University's saguaro cactus in the shadow of the cross, but TCU is a lot better. They have a fucking horned toad on it. They have stars and a what is this? I guess a torch of knowledge. They are not a for-profit university, as far as I can tell. They're a private research university. But then again, they also have the most typical cookie cutter motto, knowledge is power. So I don't know. It's hard.
I didn't know
TCU.
I didn't know a 90s after school special could become a university. I'm going to give half a vote each to TCU and Grand Canyon.
Horned Frogs wins. Whew. All right, Northwestern UCLA. This is the Wildcats.
Oh, the Wildcats.
Bruins.
Oh, but the fancy N Wildcats.
Yeah.
Versus the what? A club?
Versus the Bruins. So this is, outside of Chicago suburbs. Where is UCLA, Doug? Is it in the city proper?
I think it's in LA.
Thanks.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's in proper UCLA, proper LA. Westwood. Okay, yeah. So it's in real LA. All right, so we have a suburban university versus a real municipal university. Both notable schools. What did you say, Tim? LA?
I didn't, but I was going to. So LA.
All right.
Yeah, it's LA.
It's LA here. Oh, this is a good matchup, but it's LA. All right. Texas starting at the top. Oh, wow. A DMV matchup. Extended edition. It's a 95 matchup. Howard University versus VCU.
Howard's going to continue the sweep.
Wow. Okay.
Be a heck of an upset.
Incredible.
But, yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, not as incredible as them beating Kansas, but still incredible. TCU, UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah, it's a little less Confederate, so UCLA.
Slightly less Confederate wins. UCLA facing Howard, who goes to the Final Four.
UCLA.
Whoa.
It's going to be a heck of an upset, and there'll be a lot of happy people in Northwest, Northeast. So it's Howard.
Wow. Oh my God. How can I pick? Well, I just was doing research at Howard University. I haven't been to UCLA in a long time, so it's Howard's year. Oh my
Jeez.
God. Howard is going to the Final Four. Okay, now things get crazy. Let's just take a breath. We have been through a lot of games. We've been through a lot of matchups. Here we are. First matchup of the Final Four. Maryland Terrapins. Michigan State Trojans. Only one can go to the final.
It's Michigan.
It's Maryland.
Fuck, man. Well, I like Michigan's shade of green that they chose. The respectable shade, like that would be the crayon I would have searched for in when I was a kid. You know, it's kind of bluish green, greenish blue.
That's fair.
All right, I have to look at the history of the matchup. Let's see.
I'll make it easier for you, Tim. I'm going to go with Maryland because I want to see some. I want to see some rioting on Baltimore Avenue.
Oh my! That is.
I was gonna go with Michigan State, but
so I'm solely supporting Maryland for the expectation of misbehavior by its fans. To be clear.
Okay. Well, I can guarantee if Maryland gets to the Final Four, no matter what happens, there will be riots. Wow. I am going. I guess it's Maryland. Woo! All right. And who will they be facing in the championship? Howard or the Miami Hurricanes?
Miami Hurricanes.
Howard.
Oh my God. I mean, as meteoric as Howard's rise has been, they have defeated Kansas and Arkansas and VCU and UCLA. They're going to walk into that arena facing a number 5 Miami Hurricanes team, and the winds will be blowing, but not enough, because Howard is going to the national championship game against Maryland.
What?
Do you believe in miracles?
Wow.
Number 16 Howard versus number 8 Maryland in the final. But who?
Unless there is a conspiracy against us.
Yeah. Now, we didn't mention this yet, but this is what will really happen unless big sports intervenes to screw you out of money and fame. So when this doesn't come to pass, if it doesn't, it will. This is guaranteed. This is a lock. But if it's not, it's a fucking conspiracy. And you should burn down your house in protest.
What? In protest? What?
Yeah,
please do not burn down your house. I like how you did that to camera, though. That was
yeah. There can be only one winner, Maryland or Howard. What side
Howard,
of
all the emotion, all of these upsets, and they're gonna march into Bird Stadium or Comcast?
Well, no, I don't think they actually play at Maryland.
Whatever.
They should.
It's Howard.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I guess they put all the games at like one place.
Yeah, it's NRG Stadium, which is in it's in your favorite city, Houston, Texas.
Well, I'm gonna go Maryland.
Oh shit!
They came this far.
This far.
They didn't have as much of an uphill climb as Howard did.
They did
So they're
not.
tired after upset after upset after upset.
Yeah,
do you
that
believe
is.
in miracles, or are you just going to let the big narrative?
Hey,
Oh,
the Team USA had to lose to the Soviets over and over and over and over and over again before the miracle. And then they lost in 84, didn't they? Oh.
Howard has put the time in.
Howard has never made an Elite Eight, let alone, it's never made a Sweet 16, or perhaps even a second round. Maryland has at least won once in 2002. The University of Maryland pays me, but I also pay them. Howard's a
Do you
pretty
get
cool
the check
school.
and just walk it over to the...
Yeah, I really do. It's basically like putting it in the shredder. Howard is an amazing school. Maryland is an amazing program. And that
do you need a drum roll?
is why, yes.
Here we go. The winner.
The winner. The streets of College Park will be filled with flaming cars because Howard University defeats them in the national championship. Rhode Island Avenue will be visible from space as the two crowds converge in an orgy of destruction and jubilation and despair. No one take the metro. The
Someone
Battle
should
of the
burn
Green
down
Line.
Maryland's barns. Just don't hurt the animals.
Wow. Holy shit.
We did it.
We did it. That is incredible. And we kept it under 2 hours, I think. May possibly.
Yes, we did.
Wow. So there it is. The bracket will be on the thingy. Happy sporting. I know I'll be looking forward to watching these games, even though I know what's going to happen, and could equally not watch them, because I know the outcome already.
We didn't get bogged down in like excessive detail. So we know we're right.
Yeah, I felt like that just flew by compared to last time. I think we also learned that ChatGPT sucks.
Its answers are too vague.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to please everyone. Don't worry, we'll fix that.
I saw a great thing on Reddit the other day that said, right now your future doctor is cheating on his exam. You better keep yourself healthy.
All right. Well, when you win using the Podcast Them Down official bracket, which is guaranteed to be correct unless there is a conspiracy.
Yeah, chicanery.
Use your winnings to support the podcast because we gave this to you for free. So join our Patreon. Links are downstairs. So until next time, Metal Nation, keep your gambling prolific.
Yeah.
And join our
Push the button.
Be responsible.
Cast them down.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.